Welcome back to John 1, A Taste of Culture. Today we're going to be putting in a special request for John 1 fried chicken. Spicy. Special request. So we're going to go through the process of how we clean and season the poultry, so to speak. So we're going to start the process of taking off the excess fat, wherever that may be. And I use my scissors. Way easier for me. And then I use the sharp knife after that. And since we're trying to save the skin, we're going to pluck these feathers off best we can. I would say the best we can. We're going to pluck these feathers off. Not trying to eat no feathers like we in a Chinese restaurant or even some of these restaurants around here. So right now I'm inspecting what I need to burn off, just like my grandmother used to do. God bless her. And for all those people that like to leave that yellow skin right here, nah, take it off. We don't eat that stuff. Gotta clean it off. That's laziness. I don't care who you are. That's straight laziness. And if you can't get it off full, then you can simply just do this. Let me show you an example. Simply slice here, go underneath like so, bluntly dissect that side through here, right? And then just pull it off like this. Pull it all the way off. If you can't, see, it's gone. No more. And on to the next one. Since I want to make it uniform, let's go and slice like that. Slice like so. I see the feathers there. That's going to be going shortly. I promise you. Because I'm not down with eating feathers. We're going to pluck them off. And the ones we can't get, we're going to put a torch to. Oh, yes. So while we're doing that, we're taking off the excess fat here, there. I'm going to slice this in quarters, like so. This fat coming off. Let me just take your time. This is how I take off the excess fat off the meat. Because we're keeping the skin. And I clean my chicken thoroughly. Now this section, I don't know about y'all, but press in with your thumb, takes out the guts. Go in there with a knife like so, and clean that out. Guarantee you that half of y'all don't ever do that. No, you gotta get rid of that stuff. See? Got some feathers on this, so we'll deal with the butane shortly. Let me just clean this up. Take out excess fat off the chicken. Yep, this is how we do it. I see you got feathers here. Pull that out. Take off that as well. And let's say I'm gonna go back and use the butane on it. Just clean the chicken, try and take off as much fat as you can underneath the skin. So you don't want to be eating fat and skin. At least I don't. Go to Popeyes, they don't clean their chicken good. Nah, ain't down with that. Last time I had KFC was in Kingston, Jamaica. All right, so this one, taking off the excess fat. Like so. As I said, push in with a thumb and take that out just like so. Now we're at the point now where we're going to go ahead and get that butane to burn off the hairs off of this chicken. Change gloves. Be right back. Got the butane. Torch, I should say. Saying butane. Torch. The torch. Get it off safety and let's start burning. You're gonna hear sizzling. That's the excess feathers, the hairs that's being scorched off. Because we're saving this skin. You wanna hear the crunch action. So this is what my grandmother used to do when she was alive and she wanted to save the skin. Didn't have a torch back then, so we burn the skin on the stove, on the gas stove. Burn off the excess feathers and stuff like that on the gas stove. But technology is amazing where I got my own torch and I can burn off the hairs off of the chicken before I clean the chicken. Yeah. So we do it. Do it the proper way. The only way. Can't eat no chicken with no hair on it. Like, sir, again, from a Chinese restaurant or one of them places like back in the Bronx. None of them think they're pre. No, sir. And burn it up. Burn off the hair then. Just like so. See, you got some right here. Not making nothing escape. No. See? Nothing at all escape. All right, so that's one down. On to the next one. You guys just take the chicken from a supermarket. Don't inspect the chicken. Don't clean your chicken. And just take it out of the wrapper and start put your seasoning on there. Don't want to eat from you. Sorry, I don't want to get no sickness, no sepsis, none of that. Can keep it to yourself. And that's not a reason why I pray before I eat something, because you don't know the full preparation of how individuals prepare their food, much less their poultry or fish or even beef or whatever. You gotta take pride in what you do. Pretend that it's grandma you're making the food for. And grandma is gonna inspect it. Because if grandma gonna inspect it, no sir. You have to make sure say you do it the right way, the only way. Take your time, just like what you see I'm doing. Take your time and burn off whatever you gotta burn off. You know, it's a long, tedious process. Some chickens come fairly clean, but you still gotta inspect. And others are like this, where you have to be very meticulous at what you do. Just like I'm doing right now. Because if I'm gonna eat it, I'm gonna make sure it's good, and if I'm gonna give it to you, I'm gonna make sure it's good. It's only right. Some people may say this is excessive, but this is what my grandmother taught me, and I follow suit. On to the next one. Now once I'm done with this now, then I'm gonna cut up some lemon, squeeze, and then some vinegar, double action. And then wash it off properly. So this is the basic preparation, what I do when I'm doing chicken. No matter if it's fried chicken, brown stew chicken, curried chicken. If it's curried chicken, then I don't leave no skin on, so it's much easier to deal with. And since we're doing fried chicken and they request the skin on, I have to make sure I meticulously take my time and make sure I do it right. As I say, dot your I's and cross your T's at all times. Just like those people who like pork. Like I used to eat pork. You know, sometimes you get pork with the hairs on there. What do you have to do? You have to burn the hairs off. You have to burn it off. Take your time. Make sure it's done right. And that's what we're doing right here at John 1, A Taste of Culture. Doing it right. Taking the time out. Why? Because we care. We're not going to serve or give anyone food that our grandmother would not approve. Just like that. So we take our time. If you see me doing this, I guarantee you that a lot of people don't even do this. And just hope to the ear them off of the chicken. And that's it. No, sir, burn it off the best way you can. And if you don't have this, you go to a gas stove and do the old school thing. Yeah. So we do it. be careful also when you're using this type of equipment because it can burn off your finger if you're not paying attention. Now I'm almost done with this process. So the next phase is safety back on. Put that to the side. I'm just gonna keep them leg quarter. We're not gonna go any, not gonna cut any more off of this. So every person getting a big piece of chicken. So that's it. So now on to the next. We got our lemons. What we're gonna do? Slice them up. Get the other one. Slice it up. Squeeze. I'll let my chicken soak for at least 10 minutes in the lemon and vinegar, just to pull out whatever impurities. Chicken could have fallen on the ground, outside, you don't know. So this whole process is to make sure chicken is cleaned properly. So once I do this now, pour my vinegar. I'm gonna add some water. I'm gonna use the lemon as a brush to brush off the debris of me using the torch to burn the hairs off. So now we're gonna make that soap. And we'll see how it looks in a few. So here's the next phase. We've had the chicken soaked in the lemon vinegar water for quite some time, so now we're going to be in the process of taking off the debris off the chicken itself and utilizing the lemon itself to clean it off. Let me demonstrate. Almost like you're giving it a bath. You're gonna do that for all pieces. Just like what I'm doing right now. Next. This is a long process, I know, but gotta be thorough in how you clean your chicken. It's a must. So we did this one already. We did that one. On to the next one. Some people may think this is excessive. Nah, I don't think so. All right, where's the next one? Here we go. Last but not least, there we go. As you can see, this one had most of the hairs or feathers on it. Let's see what the torch did to the skin. But get all that stuff off best we can. I think that's pretty good. What I do, so bend the thigh, open up the bone with exposure. Same as this side. Now we're done with this. I'm gonna drain it off, wash it off with some water. And then start the seasoning process. I drain this water off. And this is the process of cleaning chicken. So now we're gonna do the seasoning. So now we're doing the seasoning process, and this seasoning is requested by the customer. So here we go. So you just massage gently. Make sure all parts are given the same type of attention. And once you feel satisfied that all parts have been given the same type of attention, then we're going to let it rest for a few. And then we'll go ahead and take it to the next stage, the frying process. So here you are, seasoned to the request of the customer. We're going to let it sit there covered up for a while. And we'll be back. So here we are at the marination process. So we're just gonna go ahead and just re-lather the 4 pieces. I promise you'll never have anything like this again in life. John 1, A Taste of Culture, fried chicken. So now since we've re-lathered, we're gonna dump half a chicken in. And only half a chicken will go into the deep fryer. 1 down. Leg quarter in. We're going to take the gloves off. And seal everything within. What's remaining we'll recover and we'll continue the process when ready. So from this standpoint, we've sealed it. And we're going to shake it. And we're going to shake it. They wish we was going to bake it. But we ain't going to bake it. We ain't going to fake it. But we're going to make sure that we fry it. And we ain't lying. But when it's done, everyone be in disbelief. And the crunch be spectacular, amazing, unbelievable, bar none. No, zero competition. Here at John 1, A Taste of Culture, we are not playing. So let's shake a little bit more so you can see the process properly. The oil is ready. And we're going to do half a chicken at a time. And be the best half a chicken you ever have, or close to it. I can promise you. Just lay it like that. I'm going to bring that down. I ain't going to worry about that. Matter of fact, I wish the New York Knicks nothing but manners and respect. And I hope them nothing but the best. When I use them as an assist, like Mr. Brunson, King of New York, manners and respect, my G. I'm gonna bring that down real quickly, just like that. Press down. I'm gonna sit, cover it. Drop it like it's at, like that, and we done. And we on to the next one, and that's what we're gonna do. Not gonna waste no time. We're gonna bring into play the rest of this into this batter, so we can drop it like that. That's it. This will not be wasted. It'll be a nice little gravy. Or sauce, as some people would call it. Same thing. Waiting patiently. When I say it's crispy, it's crisp. It is crispy. Here at John One, we strive for perfection. We're not perfect, but we learn for certain. And we welcome all cultures and learn from each other, because at the same time, we only have one Heavenly Father. Give thanks at all times, and all times give thanks. On to the next one. Stay tuned.